Out, Bum Shadows here with another live stream, and it is the Tuesday Night Delight, if I do say so myself. But what is not a gosh darn delight is the weather effing outside in New England, baby. It's snowing again. Again. I know I live here, yada yada, but still, I don't like. I'm good with the snow. Let's move on, you know. But no, it wants to come back, and it's supposed to snow like all this week, and it's just tiresome, baby. It's just tiresome. So yeah, I could do without it, and that's, I guess, the short story on that. So I do have an iced coffee on my sweatshirt, and I know that's pretty cool. So I'll just show you that for a second. And of course, Ultra Strawberry Dreams Forever. Just to keep my bum awake. What else? So, and also, later on, because I didn't bumbox, actually, real quick. Not real quick, whatever. On Friday, I did a dual stream with Waddy from Waddy's channel, aka Damien Riot. We talked a lot about the Maniac Riot wrestling figure line that he's coming up with. We talked a lot about that, like future plans and such. So I'd encourage you to check it out. So if you go back to the last live stream after this one, of course, yeah, go check that out and see what's really going around and really what's popping around here. Hey, Fly the L, how's it going, buddy? All right. So, on that note, or not on that note, we are gonna just because of my temperament, because of the snow, I just want to hit someone to the moon or whatever that old quote is. And with that being said, we got Max Moon. Now you're like, Bum, how the hell didn't you open this yet? And I know I'm just a damn patient man, but once I started bumboxing, this had just like come in, and I was like, oh, I'll save that. Then I just ended up getting stuff, of course, figure addiction. It just happens. And I got the Blood Moon one. No, I'm just kidding. It's the Chinese New Year. What's it called? The Fantasy Gear Max Moon. And it just looks really cool. So I grabbed this one too. And I have yet to bumbox those bad pups. So I will do so at some point coming up. No snow here, Fly the L. No snow here, but had a severe thunderstorm warning earlier this afternoon. Sheesh. Yeah, I've had it up to here with the snow. Maybe literally, too. There's just, like, so much of it. Like, there's been some bad winters around here, but, like, this is, like, the worst one since, like, there was a, like, really bad one, like, when I was young. And I think this tops it because it's now. So, yeah, I don't really enjoy it. Joke's on me where I live, but I'm not a snow person, really, to be honest. I like to keep it nice and warm, not like blazing hot either, I like to keep it fancy, maybe a nice 775 slight breeze, But yeah, snow, I'm all good. Killian, hey, what's up? Lance Vass running wild, man. Hey, dude. Definitely. You know what else is running wild? Besides all these glorious locks, is effing the retro market with the figs. Holy crap. Like, yeah, like, hard to keep up over here. I'm just saying. But no, it's either showing off stuff or stuff's coming in or it's going to come into, it's like, wow, like a lot of companies are, and they're all, I can't really say anything bad either. They're all doing, I think, pretty good. So it's just one of those, I guess, like, quote unquote, good problems to have. But keyword in that phrase is problem, because there is a problem. It's like, oh man, what do I get? How do I get it? Am I going to miss out on this? Am I going to miss out on that? And that's far stretches beyond the like retro Hasbro game. And then, if you're a BRG collector, or you're Latoonie, or you're, Maniac Riot Wrestling, I'm just saying. It's still all this, and I love all those companies, but they, it costs a lot of money. It costs a lot of money. So hopefully, I hope actually that you're in a position where that's not an issue, and you have enough space too, actually, is another thing. Because you probably need a mansion just for the collectibles, like this past couple of years. And it's like I said, it's one of those problems, like, well, it's really cool at the same time. Too early but ready for a nap, says Flavio. Oh man. Lance Bass, bruh, are we all buying doubles of Matt's fig line? Of course, of course. Yeah, Lottie's fig line. I personally want to do like, I don't know if it's called a round robin, but it sounds sexy, so I'll go with it. Where we could all exchange a fig of each other, like signed, because I'm not a big autograph guy personally, but that would actually mean something to me, you know what I'm saying? So those two, I would like their autograph on the figure. So yes, I'm very demanding. Oh, speak of the Waddy, no, excuse me. Speak of Damian Riot. Here he is in the glory in the chat. At this pace, I think I'm gonna need everyone to buy at least tens, says Waddy. What's going on, everyone? Hey, what's up, man? We're just talking sort of about you. Well, 1/3 about you, because I was saying BBA and myself and you, get naked in a circle and compliment each other. No, I meant we could all exchange like a figure, or find a way to just like get us each to sign one to each other. Unless you guys don't want Bum Shadow's autograph. But that's another story. Lance, I just watched a clip of Post Malone buying figs. I didn't know if he's a wrestling guy. Interesting. I'm trying to think if he's been at any of those like newer WWE events. Like, I want to say so. Like, and I'm not that dumb to confuse it with I can't even remember, a Jelly Roll. I know it's not him. I know this is a different guy. I'm trying to think if he was like in the crowd or something. I want to say yeah, but I might be wrong. I might be totally wrong. I don't know. It's a good question. If anyone that Chizad knows, go for it. Fly the L. Yeah, I don't collect autos either. Then I'd have to keep the packaging and not be able to open the figs. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. There's like, what I was tempted though is I don't know, just because of like listening to the Cornet podcast, I was entertained the fact of getting one of those autographed Cornet figs after he kind of explains what he kind of like has a personal hand in it, and I think that's pretty cool. So that I take an exception. Waddy, BBA, Fly the L, you ever want to send me an autograph? I'll take yours. But you know what I'm saying? Like, people I know are like, seems like they actually have like a real hand in it, and it's just not somebody getting sheets, and I don't care about that, you know what I'm saying? But yes, I would enjoy a Maniac Riot Wrestling in this styling. Yep, I dug out a couple, but of course the front of the shirt is controversial right now, even, so I'm just leaving it at this. You know who this is. And speaking of controversial, the other one I happen to find is, and we all know world events, and we know what it says on the side, so come on now. I just wanted to get the Sizey poo frame for y'all. That's what Maniac Riot effing wrestling, is in that honor and that shade, you know what I'm saying? So to the those LJNs some of y'all might have played with, or your effing dog chewed on them or something, but you don't want your doggy dogs to chew on these MRWs, baby. These are meant to be appreciated and enjoyed. Well, yes. I'd hate to see a bum shadows just torn to shreds. It'd be like nightmares I've had. And I don't need to put anything more on my therapist, so. Hey, Nikolai. Wait. Oh, I am off the mark, baby. Okay, there we go. Matt and Smash Demolition are here. That's a cool team name. Anything you add Demolition to, Demolition's my favorite tag team of all time. I don't want to make that a secret. It shouldn't be. I want to say LA Knight, yeah. I forget how, I almost do an Austin. Oh, he kind of sounds like Rock, right? LA Knight, say, no, that's Austin again. I can't. I'm thinking of Stone Cold. Recall Ozzy being a guest host once, but I don't watch Raw much. I watch YouTube clips. Yeah, no, same with me, Lance. Like, especially for like that Raw general manager time frame or whatever the hell that was. However, Ozzy is cool as F, so that's cool. I do recall him hosting for sure. Yeah, something like that. Yeah, no. FYI, those are the only autos I got. Several Cornet figs. I opened one, and the fig itself kind of sucks. Yeah, so I left the others in the package. That's what I'm saying. I like Cornet so much. I would get that crappy fig because actually, I forget what it was. It was like maybe 3 Christmases ago. Like I was like, whoa, like figures of whoever it was. It was like Alex Wright. Oh, the camera fell. Alex Wright. Maybe New Jack. I forget. I ordered like 3 of them or whatever. And even before I opened the package, I just looked up like, oh, these are like cheap, ruthless, Jack's Ruthless Aggression figures. And like, I got all of them a long time ago. So I was like, yeah, I think I'm good. So luckily I didn't, excuse me, got a little of the monster in the chesty poo. Okay, there we go. So I brought those doggies right back to Walmart and said, hey, I don't want these. So then I returned them and I luckily got my money back, and because they weren't open and yada yada yada. So lesson learned. However, Cornette, I just love the guy. I love his podcast. Totally disagree with him on his Gunther take. Like, I think we could be polar opposites on that one, but I typically actually agree with what he says. But the Gunther one, no, I disagree. What can you say? Can't agree on everything. Nikolai, at least all chic. Lance, when I was little, I thought Nikolai's name was Nikolai Cough Drop. And sponsored by Robitussin. Here is Nikolai Cough Drop. Nikolai Cough Drop. Gonna think of that. That is pretty good, Lance. Stone Cold Night. Yeah! There we go. L.A. Austin. Yeah! Trying. The night. L.A. Night Works. L.A. Rock. Oh, yeah. Stone Cold Rock seems redundant. I could see that coming in the next years. Yeah, I think it's that. Chesty Poo. I think that's the stream trade from Cleveland. Can you smell what the cornet is cooking? Yeah, definitely. Yeah, we're in the minority. Don't really like Gunther. Yeah, I'm not a fan. Hi, wrestling with Bum Shadows. Hey, what's up? New WWF, WCW Diva. I remember you. Oh, yeah, of course, Erica, yeah. I knew there was like something more familiar. What's up? How you doing? Or Eric, sorry. Um, Lance, I love Cornetti blocked me after I asked if he will ever make up with Vince Russo. I was being polite too. Yeah. Not his favorite topic. Oh, dang, says Eric. Attitude Era, badass era of all time, for sure. Yeah. Damn it. Somebody tell me if that's even close. Lance, we need a nickname for Eric to start. Yeah. Damn it. That was the Austin one. Man, shit stand Russo, yeah. That's what he calls him. He's not a big fanny of him. Attitude Era was the bad bum era of all time. Oh, I like it. It was, though. Oh, my timer went off. Just kidding. Let me see. I'm gonna do the Bumboxing, baby. Wait, say, yeah, like Macho Man doing the LA Knight impression. Alright. Yeah! It's kind of like the second half of the, what's it called? Ooh, yeah! Now, on that note, I am gonna bumbox this Max effing Moon in honor of the blood moon that occurred. So we're peeling it off, okay? It takes a little bit. It's not gonna fall off. You know, it's not exactly the hassle packaging, or you need the jackhammer and the chisel, but it's on there pretty good. There's Mooney Pie. He's in there. Wow, look at this. Unbelievable. So we got Max Moon and all the deets on this baby. Look at all that. Man from the future, from the past. Look at the braids on the back. Very nice touch. The mask. For the people maybe that were more casual fans, this was Paul Diamond or Kato from the Orient Express. Originally it was supposed to be Conan, or it was Conan maybe, but I don't know if that he ever made it to television as it. But that's that. So, let's see. Do the waisty poo. It's on there, baby. Nice and tight. Left arm, holy crap, is on there. It's hard. Right arm. Oh, baby. It is in there, baby. That's what's... I'll leave that alone. That one I'm not even going to move. I'm sure it does. Or does it? I'm not going to... Hey, I'm going to let it be. Maybe it's... it's so effing tight you can't move it. I don't know. I don't want to risk it. I don't want to break this man's arm and make it look bad because it's actually just tight. It probably just needs a little warm water bath. Yeah, you like that? Nice and... Okay, so we got that. So, I trust KWK. I just don't want to do it myself because, I'm kind of like a He-Man. I don't want to, rip the thing in half. So, there we go. The heady poo moves enough, and it's got that braid in the back. So, this is the original recipe, Max Moon, the one that we all saw and everything. But the next one that I'll open, and I might wait a little bit, is It's a Fantasy. Fantasy Red Gear. in honor of Chinese New Year. I joked it was for the blood moon. It was a great joke, but in reality, it was for the Chinese New Year. So I'm going to open that baby poo in a bit. Eric's name is too long. Yeah. Damn it, I forget his voice. See ya in the macho. I did do that. But leveled up. Nice. No, it happened again. Wait. Alright. We're green screening. It's been a bit. Why not? He'll look good with Max Moon flying through the air. Like he doesn't even care. I want a retro Kurt Angle when he had hair. What's it called? Lance, they did make that for Mattel. It's actually relatively affordable on like eBay or something, or Facebook groups or whatnot. So I'd check that out. It was like a series with like Shawn Michaels and Sheamus and maybe Jericho, I forget. Conan under a much more elaborate suit, yeah. Yeah. Oh, this green screen, baby. What did I do? If I wasn't so lazy, I'd try to figure it out. Do you have extra tasty, crispy Max food? Love to eat the skin off it. Silence of the Moons. Off it. Yeah. Need to use the green screen to your advantage somehow. Need to make a lost his smile, Shawn Michaels. Yeah, yeah. Damn it, now I keep thinking of that. That would be awesome. That would be awesome. Like you have like just sad face, maybe a couple tears dropping, and then maybe like not happy or sad Sean, like mid Sean. He's just like, yeah, that would be awesome. If you're gonna go like Elite or Ultimate on that, I'd take a retro on that, but it would have to be maybe the sad, crying, tears in the eyes. Comes with the Vince McMahon as a 2-pack, and the what was it? What was it? The Intercontinental title he handed over. Yeah, the IC title. There we go. Or best beat up by a Marine, Shawn Michaels. Yeah, just bruised and everything. And then have a car with Davey Boy and who was the other guy with him? Was it the kid, 123 kid in the back of a car they couldn't get out of to help him? poor HBK. Cross-eyed Sean or whatever his eyes are doing now. What happened anyways? I think it was from an RVD kick or something, he said, which I can believe that. If he missed the mark, I'm sure. I believe. I can't be quoted on that because I want to say that off the top of my head. All right. We're green screening it, baby. 123 kid. Oh my gosh, really? I was gonna make a joke that he got kicked in the head. Yeah, I think it is from a kick in the head. I want to say it was an arid RVD kick, but I'm not 100 on that, so I don't want to say it for sure. If I'm corrected, I'm corrected, and if I'm wrong, I'm wrong, but that was just like what it came to my mind. Oh, I'm gonna open, by the way, I'm gonna open China. Oh man, it looks weird on... Whoa. All right. It's going to be a Chinese New Year. It's going to be a Max Moon over here. Pops off just like the other one, which we had a normal camera, so that's cool. There he is, all the glory. And he just... I need to go to infinity and beyond. There we go. Put his effing thing there, throw his plastic off. Okay, he's ready, poo. We're gonna do waist. Tight. This, maybe, you know what? Maybe the effing right arm doesn't move, and that would be good that I didn't try to move it. Or I'm just too afraid to snap his arm. Okay, wow, the joints are tight. This is a warm water production, but it could be worse. It could be loosey goose poo, and you don't want that because that sucks. So you know what? Hey, better tight than loose, and hey, apply that how you want to life. Hey, I'm not telling you how to live. You like what you like, but I do like these, and I like them a lot, actually. Now, joints being so tight, no, I don't care. Yeah, a little warm wammy poo. What the frig? Water poo. Water poo. All right, we'll just go with water. Little, warm water on it. Boom. You know what I'm saying? Face to face. And at least on this channel, I know a lot of channels do this, but we make the wrestlers make a... It's all love. And it's himself. It's like that episode of Homer when he makes out with himself. So anyway, yes, I do recommend KWK Max Moons. I think they're on the very affordable side, as if I recall. Pretty sure it's on the KWK brand site and J&J Figures. And there's other outlets too if you're in different countries. I think if you go to the KWK site, they tell you, like, if you're from Canada or if you're from Max Moon. Whoa, the beeps really kind of actually work. Waterproof or Waterloo. Such an anchor. I've read the backwards. It's just, cool. I should really get to it. All right. Yeah. Okay. Ironic, since he gave out so many super thanks for asking kicks. Bob go to the moon with us tonight. That looks pretty cool. With actually Max Moon's pick on the card with the green background. Red and green, very Christmassy. Back to the holidays. Such an angry moon. Says, oh, both arms move. Water poo in the Waterloo. It's like the Max on Max segment from Conan O'Brien years ago. Almost literally. Bum leveled up again. The biceps. Yeah. Big water, the Waterloo. So yes, I confirm by Father they do move. I figured that. Figured it. They're so effing tight, baby, that I think it just needs a little Waterloo, water poo, a little water, nice water that's warm, that will loosen up the joints. And that's not even a complaint. I think that's a good thing because, again, do you really want these things just like flapping around? You know what I mean? Flying, flapping. So you don't want that. So, hell yeah. Good job, KWK. Kayfabe Heroes. Sorry for the green screen. Maybe I can... Yeah, gee. Gonna have to take my word for it. Or look, you get a little peek. Oh. You can rewind a little bit and you can see it. Maybe there is a way. I feel like I'm just gonna mess things up more, but hey, that's what I'm here for. Moon hanging out, other bits flopping about. That's funny. Ah, crap. Oh, wait. No green screen. You're not a no green screen, are you? They lied. Oh, baby. Look at me. Fixing things. Okay, so let's try this again. Now to give proper credit, there we go. And it's still backwards, so it's not 100, but KWK, Kayfabe Heroes, KWK brand. Go over there, they got all these bad dogs. Well, maybe not all of them are available, but they did at one point. So, again, this is their talent pool. I am one of those suckers that missed out on the Mantar, so that smells bad. But I did get an orange PN News. I didn't get the original Max Moon. Nothing against what's his face, Yoshitatsu, but more on the legend side of things. I got one set of the Conquistadors. I actually got one set of La Resistance. I'm waiting for J&J on that. Didn't get, what's that dude's name? TJP. Got one Taka. Got the red and blue Max Moon. All 4 Barry Horowitz. 3 Oxbakers. And a Berserker set of 3. That's what I got there. So boom. Max Moon wants you in his room. All right. Now that that's done. Dusty. Howdy, Sister Shadows. Where are the days? Yeah. Well, Dusty, you missed it. I hit green screen, but I actually fixed it. It only took like 20 minutes. So again, I show the backs of these because people sometimes, they read into what they read in. You know these bums. You know both of these bums. If you're an LJA fan, LJA. If you're an LJA fan or an LJN fan, you know these bums. So I just hold them to say this is the Maniac Riot wrestling style from Waddy's channel. If you haven't heard, now you heard. So just so you see, if you're just a Hasbro and you don't know anything, you're just a Hasbro. You're just the company. There's a retro. I'm going to slowly turn his bum. Speaking of bum, so Max's head is about upper bum crack level. So that would be a good size comparison. And these are rubber fur. Hey, let's be honest. Some people probably have done some wrong things with these. Oh, I showed it. Uh-oh. Flare him out. Luckily, it was backwards, so you can't show stuff like that on TV. All right. There's his handsome back right there. But, yeah. Somebody's pleasure poo, Oh, no. Maybe I should not attach the word poo to that. But yeah, see? Shake it. Oh. We're retro. It's. Oh, baby. I recommend using them as wrestling figures. Oh, I almost turned him again. I just want to give him so much credit. Let's look at this blue bum gentleman. What's it called? So these are like the more bendy, not very bendy, but they have like a little give to them. For anyone that doesn't know LJ, it might be before your time. You can have them twerk. Well, a little bit. Anyway, just a short little demo for anyone that just wanted to see LJN's twerk or, how they are. If you didn't know about them, maybe you happened upon the live and you're like, oh, those are what those old toys are. However, what's old is new again, and those are very popular nowadays, so. I got most of the KWKs at J&J when they were on sale. Most things except for the J&J exclusives, just variants that were too expensive, I think, yeah. I hear you. Destiny, driving home from work. Oh my God, it's terrible. Yeah, Destiny, please be safe. like I was saying at the top of the thing, it's like terrible, terrible weather out. My sister has a long drive, so yeah, Destiny, just be careful, please. Love you. Is that Nikolai cough drop? I forget. I can't sing whatever the hell you're singing. This is first chief. The original OFC. Snowing right now. Is it snowing right now up there? Yeah, yeah. Or I don't know if it's stopped, but then there's the issue with the roads. Not Cody, not Dusty, not even Dustin, but the like roads driving around here. They turn to crap like pretty quickly, and like it could snow a little, but it'll F up the roads and everyone's sliding all over the place. And it's just all dangerous. I was on the highway one time this winter and was reduced to going 10 miles an hour on the highway because everyone was like slipping and sliding on the highway. And that was the speed. So it's been a crappy winter. American Nightmare, snowy roads. That's awesome. Glacier could join the family. Oh, wait, no, Al Snow joins the Rhodes family. I don't know how. Marries Dustin. From now on, I'm Snowy Roads. Country roads. All right. So just to rehash, I'll just show them quick because these are really sick figures and they're really affordable. So if you're gonna like try out a KWK product, I would recommend these. I'd say they're at what's it called? I think they're still up at JJ, or maybe one of them sold out. I think the blue one might still be available. This one's kind of like a fantasy gear one. They might have both, but I think maybe the site has both. Don't quote me. Just look at both KWK brand because you might be not from the States, you know. I'm not that close minded, you know, like if you go to KWK brand, the site, what's it called? You can see like what your country's distributors are, so you know you get the right shipping. And now, of course, we have to look at their moons. Oh, it almost looks no, not quite like my moon, but very nice. Oh, Ultra Strawberry Dreams, where you been all my life? I am energized. I'm leveled up again. Both are still available. Phew. Wow, big level upgrade there. Yeah, those what's it called? I'd recommend those Max Moons, definitely. Like the Barry Horowitz are pretty good. I personally was a little not like terrible, but a little on the suspenders. I would have preferred them without, personally. Some people like them, and that's fine too. You know, they weren't the worst thing I've ever seen. I don't know. I just personally, I just being honest, it just wasn't for me. I don't think it's horrible. It just wasn't for me. I like the two variants that were completely topless. It's just my style, you know. I don't want suspenders covering the nips. That's that's annoying. Yeah, the variants. It would be, yeah, color coordination. Although I guess, well, it's like a brick kind of. It's a cool card actually. It's a cool looking card. I should mention that. However, I think this one matches up, but yeah, it's like yellow and it's blue. They did make a yellow Max Moon, KWK did, way back, and again, that was when they were very expensive. They were $75 or $80 or 70 or 80, I forget what it was. But it was up there, so I was kind of like, So I passed. I ended up getting, like I said, the peon news and orange because honestly, because it was $10 cheaper. And I really, really like that figure. I should have brought it out here. But then they announced they'd be, like a cheaper price type of company, and the Barry Horowitz were really like as a package deal on J&J. I want to say we're under like $60 for the four. So I was like, wow. And then, again, whenever I say this, I just have to foremention nothing political. This is just due time. This is what happened. The tariffs came. Whatever you think about them, it affected the price. So KWK had to go up in price. Now, what I will say is one of my gripes, I'll say, is I looked on there, and granted, it's a 1 of 100, and it's in the Club Kayfabe, and it's a dope figure, but it's a Mario Mancini, and it's 75, and I'm like, and I get it, it's rare. I know I want the guy to get money too. You know what I'm saying? So, maybe I will down the line, but it's, how do they put it? Oh, in the biz, stiff. Kind of like I am when I unbox or bumbox a figure, stiff. So I do want one, but I'm like not still in the best financial shape. I'm doing a little better lately, but I'm not like quite there yet where I can drop it. So it sucks. I do want one. I just wish is a wish. That was more like, I think it was like the other ones are like 55, but that's, hey, whatever that, this guy had to do. I know I'm not trying to be cheap to Mario Mancini. I know the dude's gonna make money, and like, it's his first fig and everything. I'm not clowning on it. I mean, if anything, it looks cool. Like, I just wish it was cheaper. I mean, maybe I'm going wah wah boo hoo, but that's just what it is. Yellow card for Blue Moon is fine, but I'd call it the blue variant. Yeah, need to have figs at lesser known people, but steep price for Mancini. A figure. And honestly, KWK doesn't sell as well as other retros. You can play the wrestling, the waiting game with them to get a little cheaper or on sale. No, I know. Yeah, no, I mean, not like that. I mean, that makes sense. I hear you. What's something sold out of theirs that was crazy? Oh, it was a really sick figure. It was 100. It was a Great Kabuki. That 1 on 100 sold pretty quick. So I will say, like, yeah, I still have to actually play the waiting game for Mancini because I'm still behind on just a lot of figures. Even some KWK figures I'm behind, like the regular editions and stuff. So I guess I'm just going to have to wait, see if down the line someone gets sick of it, puts it up for auction, or someone on Facebook offers it for a good price, maybe. But like at this point, unfortunately, I have to pass, but I do definitely like that figure and want it. Nothing against his quality. I like the idea, and I like money going to that dude because he deserves it. So if I were to buy a $75 figure, it would be actually that Mario Mancini. I'm not going to lie. And I've passed on $75 figures. It's just right now, it's a financial thing. Oops. All right, at least I didn't green screen at that time. And on it, okay, so that. Though I did pay full price to get a Nakano recently. That figure is really sick. Ordering TRT jumping bomb angels from J&J and wanted free shipping. Well, got 10% off for Young Jay, which is always nice. Yeah, I got that from them too, and I got the free shipping because I actually needed a Tenru, and I still gotta get around to getting at least one great Kabuki. But I did I was like, well, I can choose one of each, and I said I'll go for the limited one just in case, like Timber sells out, because I wanted one. I like how he comes with 3 belts. I remember him from WrestleMania 7 and Royal Rumble 94. And Kabuki just has an awesome look. I'd want the variants of him, but one's already sold out. So, ooh, excuse me. And they put up Shelton Benjamin, and I do want at least one Shelton Benjamin too. I know he's like a ruthless aggression guy, but dude is awesome wrestler. Make me want to get the Oz or USA Macho GG for 60. How is the great Kabuki? He's great. Oh yeah, old J. Fly the O's letting you all know if you don't know. When you go to J&J, old J or young J, 10% off. So, and if you spend more than 75, it's free shipping. Now, I did run into a problem. I think El brought it up where just say something $75 or whatever. If you use the 10%, it goes down to whatever price, like 67 something or whatever. Now you're under those 75. It's not, they're not playing any tricks. It's just technically it's under $75. So you kind of have to, if you're getting that, maybe get something else too, type of thing, to kind of balance it out. I know it's a lot of money, and money doesn't, just fall out of the sky, unfortunately. Damn. So, yeah. I met Shelton last year. He wasn't that tall, but his arms are huge in person, says Lance Bass. I imagine he looks like a strong MFer. Still wrestling too, right? In AEW, anyone? Again, AEW, even though I watch like current WWE, I just can't do it. Yeah, Jumping Bomb Angels is 75. So, yeah, first world problems. I know, right? Here I am complaining. Apparently, Benjamin is one of those natural athletes. Yeah, he was like one of those state champions from I think he was like Brock Lesnar, like Minnesota or something. They're both from. WWE should have booked him better. Yeah, yeah. They had him do some cool ladder spots and some of those what they call Money in the Bank matches, but he had an awesome match with HBK, if you remember, where he gets super kicked. Like when he does he attempts to do a slingshot clothesline and HBK super kicks him in midair. It's awesome. It's like Raw 05 or 06 or something. They were pushed for a while, but wait, hold on. Yeah, him and Lashley moved to AEW with MVP. Oh yeah, the Hurt Syndicate. I liked them as the Hurt Business. When I was watching Current, I was like, oh, that's sick. They were pushed for a while, yep, but I haven't seen them in weeks. I thought so. They were tag champs. I only know this from Cornette, by the way, from listening to that. Lillian and Trish, Lance says, Lillian and Trish were so nice. Lillian didn't even have a table. She was just walking around talking to fans. Oh, that's cool. Nice. Fly the L. Fly the L also said nice. Fly the L. The Hurt Limited Liability Corporation. The Hurt Partnership. The Hurt S Corp. Corp. Oh, man. Man, that's funny. So, there was one other thing. Hopefully you saw it on Friday. I did an interview with Waddy. I think I mentioned it at the top of the show. Waddy, aka Damien Riot, did an interview with him on a live stream. It was on Friday. So it's whatever live streams before this one. You should go check it out. Talks a lot about upcoming line everyone and their mama is excited about, and that's Maniac Riot Wrestling MRW with the mystery man. Who is this guy? With this style of action figure, and I've shown it just for anyone that doesn't know, so you know what you're getting in store for. It's a big daddy, and it's shaky, and it can twerk a little bit if you really put your body into it. And that's what you want with a figure. I mean, workability and twerkability. Lily Garcia told me to ask Fly if he likes pie. Oh, personal shout out, L. Nice. That's pretty cool. What'd she say about Bum Shadows? She's like, oh yeah, that's awesome. I watch that all the time. I'm like, oh, stop. Oh man. Well, for me, that with the ADHD, I keep it usually between a half hour and an hour. When I interviewed, though, I did about an hour and a half with Waddy, but I do like the Oh, that's what I was trying to get to, the interview format. I put a poll on my page and in the front of my tights, and but the one on the page, um it says, like, would you like more interview things like that, where I interview somebody and then probably ends up being a longer stream. I think I did an hour and a half with Waddy, but it's a little different for me because I'm literally trying to like learn what I'm, or hear what the person's talking about, look at the chat, It's kind of a different thing than me just yappity yappity. And bumboxing, which I love to do anyway, so it's no skin off my bum. So go vote. If you like the interview segments, give me a hell yeah. And if you don't, give me a hell no. But actually, yes and no, or something like that. Oh man, I'm out of ultra dreams. I have to face reality. Hippity yappy. Don't pull them back. I could hear that. Oh man. Alright, y'all. I'm gonna call this a nighty poo. But thanks for tuning in. I will be doing a stream on Friday at the same time, 7 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Talk about all things wrestling figures, whatever. You know what I'm saying? I'll unbox them. Today's were awesome. These two bad puppies right here, Max Moon, KWK brand. If you want them, still a affordable price, I believe. If not, it's a great figure, or great figures. But the blue is the traditional, so at least probably cop that. But the red one's really cool too. Talked about mystery rubber guys that are rubber, and they seem to be from the 80s. But that's also going to be what the MRW line will be about, a boot. Speaking of boots, have the little camel toe. Oops. Same bum time. Oh, wait, only 2 more hours. Same bum time, same bum channel. Same bum channel. Definitely. So, yeah, catch up with me on Friday. I'll look at the poll, see if there's someone that wants to be interviewed, or I think it would make sense to interview, like, in probably the community or something, or someone in wrestling. I don't know. I'll try to figure it out. If not, I'll just keep doing what I'm doing, baby. Oh man. So so on that note, I want to say thank you all for coming in. Fly the L. Of course, what's it called here? My sister Shadows, Destiny, Lance, of course. Waddy came in too, you know what I mean? There are a few other people who joined us. Hey, the more the merrier. Always take a look. If you don't want to be in the chat, just watch the video. At least like it. At least subscribe and tell everyone to subscribe. Jeez. So anyway, for the man who's got a sweet iced coffee on his sweatshirt, I will see you all on... Well, why did I almost say Wednesday? Yeah, whatever it's called. It's called Friday. So Friday at 7 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, another live stream on YouTube. And in the meantime, I'll keep posting and doing what I'm doing. Follow me on Instagram. I'm doing like a lot of different stuff over there, more original content. here on YouTube, but doing kind of mixes of like real wrestling clips from like the 90s or whatever. So if you go on Instagram, go follow me over there, and definitely just keep following me over here. Hope to have Bum Wrestling coming back. That will be probably a live stream in itself, but right now it's just in its infancy of coming back. So I think that sums it up. Will you be serving fries on Friday? Also, that's a big iced coffee. It's New England, kid. But anyway, for all the people out there, all the bums shaking it, thank y'all and appreciate it. I hope to see you Friday, 7 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. And in other words, of course, keep bombing.